53, Mike. 80, 6-man.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
At the 26-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
What's up? 51, Mike, 51. Pick me up. Here we go. Check 26, check 26. Ready? Smooth.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he'll try the air now with Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Next to score, Jets 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready. Check 53. Let's go.
Sony Michel, his first carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Check 53. Here we go. 47. Check.
Prescott from the gun on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, we got red 80, 53, Mike 53.
3rd and 2, Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Let's go. Do it.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill. We're going to 54, right in. Under. 25, check 25. He's coming.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys... First quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. These two teams all tied after one. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 7. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Hey. You got 3. Kill.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott, and this is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We're going to 54. We're going to 52. We're going 46.
Prescott from the gun. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We're going to 53.
A give to Michel running right. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Dorsett's got it. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, 46.
On second down, it's Chandler, and tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't done before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 50, it's Darnold. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Darnold now to throw. Herndon's got it complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Boys, 47. Check, 47. That's right, baby. Red 80. You gonna yell 80? Red 80. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, exit. Kill.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 16, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Prescott throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Prescott looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Go set. 53, Mike. Check. Lady. Lady. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Check. Hey, Delta. Check. High time.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the Patriots' 34-yard line.
We're going to start. Hey, lady. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Darnold from the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. from the shotgun. It's Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a 1st down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
There we go. 53 is the mark. Hey, tight down. There we go.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Better break. You better break. You let me 47. You better break.
Here's Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And these guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Hey, Charlie.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Darnold, he's going to air one out. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Hey, Zoo.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 99. Watch quick. Watch when we fit.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a couple, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And Adams has it, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Michelle, and some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Young lady. Red 80. Crunch.
Now on 2nd and 16. Darnold. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Darnold. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Come on, QB, come on. 6 guys. We go 47. Trump. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go, D. Extra 26.
Here's Prescott pushing through the contact. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by... And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
At the 13-yard line.
Check 53. I got one. Good. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to take over right there at the 22. Yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counter...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
By J.J. Watt. A big loss on the play. Brings us 2nd down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Darnold now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Interception, baby. All day.
First and 10 at the 44.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing here. Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Pats, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.